My name is Dalal Younis, and I am a PMO leader at GTC Egypt. My role here, I've been a leader for the last year with GTC. Prior to that, I was an engagement manager and an overall project manager within IBM Cairo and TDC Center. I started with IBM in 1997, and that was back in Austin, Texas. I was working back then on the globalization of AX products, and then I moved on to work with Tivoli for a while, and then I came over here to IBM Egypt. The nice thing about working for Long is that you get to see that it's not just a single IT company. It's a company that has a lot of opportunities. I've changed roles over the years from being a developer, a globalization developer, to becoming a project manager and an engagement manager, and now a manager, a people manager as well. It's definitely something that you would find in very little places except IBM. I didn't quite find IBM as much as IBM found me, sort of thing. I was, back then in '97, I was looking for employment, and I was applying for different places, and I didn't have any networks, and I didn't have anybody that actually knew me or within IBM. I just practically put my resume in for the job opening that they had. I even started as a contractor when I first started there, and I was interviewed by a manager who saw the potentials and thought it was that he would give me a break and a chance, and it was really the chance, I'd say, of my lifetime, because that was like a big thing to join IBM back then. And I started working with them and moved on from being a contractor, so being full-time, to moving up in different positions. And it's really been wonderful because, as I mentioned, IBM is just not one place that you work on. It's a multifaceted international company, and you can move from one place to the other depending on your skills and your aspirations and how hard you work for it. Then you actually can get places when you're working with IBM. During 9/11 events, I was working back in Austin, and I found it to be amazing, the support that I got from IBM management team at the time, and the safety and protection that I felt. Actually, I felt much more safer being on the IBM premises than I did otherwise. It was very clear. This is where the IBM values came very clear to me, that there was no discrimination whatsoever because of gender or religion or political beliefs or whatever. No, it's IBM. It's a great place to work at. I have an engineering degree, electrical engineering by education from Egypt, Alexandria, Egypt, and I have a computer science master's from the United States, and I've worked as computer science developer, programmer. That's how I started, and when I moved on into the profession of project management, I went ahead and I got my project management certification, PMI certification. I hold a patent, a U.S. patent that I put together in 1999. That it is a large enough company with different opportunities, so people don't have to be stuck on a certain career all their lives. They can actually change and move as their needs and knowledge changes from one role to the other. So the second thing I like about IBM is the fact that it's also color, religion, political orientation, everything blind. There's so much equality within IBM that it gives the main focus is on not who we are as far as our definitions, but as what we do and how we work together. And that's definitely one thing I appreciate a lot about IBM.